Hey guys, I just wanted to drop a quick video about week 4. This is your first project, so I want to kind of go over it with you guys. So before I touch on that, you can see here your requirements. We're focusing on chapter 5 this week. This is your nutrition chapter. Project number 1, which is what we're about to go over, but your discussion post and your responses. The discussion posts and responses are looking pretty good. Most of you guys that are losing points, it's because you are not meeting your word counts. The content is right. You're talking about what I'm asking, but you're just not meeting the minimum requirement. Some other of you guys are missing points because you're grammatical errors, like not capitalizing I or not putting periods at the end of sentences. That's basic college level grammar. You will lose points if you are not doing the basic grammatical requirements. So make sure that if you are losing points on your discussion and you're not getting full credit, make sure you go and look at the grade book and see what the comment says. If it says that your grammar is bad, make sure you focus on that. Make the adjustment going forward. If it says that your word counts aren't there, make sure that you're, maybe typing your responses in Word and making sure that your words are meeting 300 for the original post and then 150 each. If you include a citation, which aren't required, but if you do decide to put in a citation, there's no harm with that, but make sure you know that the citation does not count towards your word count. So just keep that in mind. But let's go through here. You can see you have your Chapter 5 Nutrition PowerPoint there. But as you come down, you see your project. This is pretty straightforward because it's reflective. So you're not doing any research other than researching your own diet. So no outside resources are required. But when you come here, you can see if you click on the daily food plan here, you'll see, you're writing down your foods, you're putting it in the category of the My Daily Food Plan worksheet that it goes into, and you're just filling this out. And you're filling it out for one day. But I would say that this day needs to be a typical day. So make sure that it wasn't the one day that you didn't eat breakfast or dinner and you went to McDonald's for lunch. That's not the day. I want you guys to get a typical day. Make sure you remember your beverages. Make sure that you are thinking about condiments, snacks. Don't forget about, you're including everything. If you had coffee, if you put cream in it, that's calories. So that's dairy. So make sure this is supposed to be very inclusive. And then make sure you're writing the individual calories for each food item. You can get a basic calorie counter for that. If you have MyFitnessPal downloaded on your phone, you can use that. But you're doing this for one day, okay? And then if you did physical activity, if it was just walking to class, put that. So I'm gonna go back. To where we were. Let's see. Okay. So then I did the calorie count intake. This is just one link. There are so many different calorie counting options. So, you got your My Daily Food Plan. You're logging food for one day. You're being specific, making sure that you're very inclusive of everything that you ate. So that can be handwritten, and you can just take a picture with your phone and upload it. Or if you have a scanner and you want to do that, that's fine as well. So this is going to be required 2 documents. You're going to have the My Daily Food Plan and you're going to have your 1 to 2 page reflection paper. So that way when I'm grading, I can look at your My Daily Food Plan and then I can compare it to what you're writing with your reflection. All right. So then with the reflection, this is 1 to 2 pages. That is 1 to 2 complete pages. So when you're starting to write, don't write, your name, your date, your birthday, your favorite place to go out to eat. Don't do all of that. All right. You're just going to, when you're submitting, I know it's you. So you can just, you can just start writing. It needs to be a complete page. If you did, and this is double space Times New Roman 12-point font. But if you did put a header, then you're going to need to go a little bit on the second page to get a full page. But 1 to 2 pages, if it's longer than 2 pages, I won't take off for that. And then you're basically, from your readings of Chapter 5, what did you estimate your calories were going to, what did you estimate that you were going to need to consume calorie-wise? How did that estimation relate to your actual diet? And then how are your findings going to affect your diet in the future? So let's say that you thought you needed to eat about 2,200 and you really ate, 3,200. You might want to say, well, I'm definitely consuming more calories than I originally thought. I'm a full-time student. I work full-time. Both jobs are sedentary, or my school, I'm sedentary. My job, I'm sedentary. So I'm not burning a lot. So I want to reduce my calories. Let's say you're an athlete and you're in season right now, and you're only consuming 2,000 calories a day, but you need to be consuming more than that. So you would write why, give me the rationale. So you're just writing it in these three questions. So the breakdown is 20 points for your daily food plan, and it includes the foods, includes the individual calories, not the total. I mean, I want the total as well, but make sure the individual calories for each food group. So if you had mayonnaise on a sandwich, I want you to know how much mayonnaise, or adding mayonnaise to the sandwich, added calories to the sandwich. If you made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you should know by writing the individual calories, did more calories come from the peanut butter or did they come from the jelly? All right. I want you to learn from this assignment, to learn what you're putting in and the calories that's in each item. Categorizing the food in the correct My Pyramid. So if you ate steak, it doesn't need to be listed in dairy. And then the total calories. It's in making sure some people submit these things and they don't have beverages. Well, I know you drink something. Well, I drink water all day. Well, you need to write that down. So just, make sure you're there. Reflection paper, it's double spaced, 12-point font, Times New Roman. Like I said, make sure you're watching that header. Make sure you're fully answered these three questions right here. The organization, make sure that it's put together in a Word document. Don't give me Google Doc. Don't give me something that I can't open. Make sure that it's in a Word document. And then it does include a cover page, your daily food plan, and your reflection paper. So earlier I said that you could do 2 submissions. Actually, now that I know that I wrote this for a certain reason, is I think you can only upload 1 submission per assignment. So what you would do is you would have to copy the daily food plan and then paste it on your document. So you could, cover page would be first, then you would have your daily food plan, and then your reflection paper. So that's the order that it should be in, and all uploaded on 1 document. I will tell you though, if it does for some reason, it's so interesting on Blackboard. Sometimes people can upload 2 documents without issue, and then I'll have 3 students email me and say they can't do it. So if you can upload 2 documents and you want to do your daily food plan as a separate submission and then submit a cover page with your reflection paper, I'm okay with that and I won't deduct points. But the cover page does need to be with the reflection paper, and or you can submit them all 3 together. So it's really what Blackboard will let you do or what your preference is. So either way would be fine. So this is 50 points total. So make sure you're working on this. It's due Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email. If you want me to look at something before you submit, make sure that you're turning that in. You need to turn that in at least 48 hours, which would give me enough time to look at it and then enough time to provide feedback for you. So don't, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the day that it's due, don't email and say, hey, can you take a look at this and make sure that you think it's right? Because at that point, there's no guarantee that I would have time to look at that and get it back to you in enough time. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great week.